in the comment box what country is number one referring to. Let's see who's going to get it. Hey, some people are on fire. Let's see. So, confession, I actually don't know the answer to any one of them. So, I guess after this class, I can go on and reply my very good friend that, yes, let's play this game because I didn't respond to the message. Okay, someone says Russia. Okay. Okay, number two. Wow, thank you, Precious. Number two, UELR BPM. It's a profession. What profession do we think that is? Okay. Okay, now Precious. Okay. I want to say, please, we are going to have to, I think you are becoming a cheat code at this point. Okay, plumber. Great. Is that it? Let's see. Okay, number three is a fruit. So what fruit do we think that is? Okay, Precious Downcy. I think you are, let me say, you're a cheat code in these games. Okay, pineapple. Oh, look, I'm glad a lot of people are getting it right. Pineapple. How do I know it's right when I said I didn't know the right thing? Number four is a sport. Let me try. What sport is this? Honestly, I would probably have to spend hours to figure it out. What sport is number four? Basketball. Okay. Wait, I'm honestly, I salute you because I can't even get any of this and it's surprising. Okay, number five is a vegetable. What vegetable is this? What vegetable is number? Spinach. Okay, I think we got a lot of smart people in this class tonight. Okay, the final one is the name of an animal. And I hope some of you have not seen this game. Maybe you've seen the answer somewhere and you're now, oppressing us. It's okay. AE, what do we have? A cheetah, amazing. Woo. Thank you so much. Please, like I mentioned earlier, I want you to have a free mind, like no pressure at all. I want you to see this as a chat with, a colleague or a friend who is going to share some things that you are going to act on because that part of acting is very important. Okay, I would go right into it. I am super excited. The first thing that I want you to do, that I want us to start with in this class is to set an objective, individual objective. And why that is necessary is many times we say we want to sell. I want to sell. I want to sell more. What do you want to sell? How much do you want to sell? And I think many times, because maybe we're too afraid, you don't want to say you wanted to sell 5 million worth of goods so that after that week, you didn't make 5 million, you feel like you failed. For whatever reason it is that you have not been working with goals, you have to do that, especially towards this Black Friday sales. And I'm going to ask you, this is for you. I don't need you to say this outside. Just write it down somewhere. What's a good sales volume for you this Black Friday? Now, you can determine this in two ways. You can say, a good sales for me this Black Friday is if I sell 50 units of my chairs. Let's say you sell chairs, tables, 50 units, or you can put it in numbers in terms of amount. You can say, I want to make sales of 5 million, 20 million, 100 million naira in this Black Friday. That's one thing you need to start with so that we can cascade down, and you generally just need to work with a goal if you are going to get anything done. Okay, I want to believe you've done that. Let me just wait 2 seconds for you to do that. 1, 2. The next thing then is we're going to walk it back. We're going to walk it back. We have our goal at the top. Now, how do we get there, especially during this Black Friday season? And I want to say something important as well is, please be ready to act. I'll share actionable points with you towards the end of this class. And I should also say that if you have not been doing something, so I want to also say, don't focus too much just on Black Friday like this is all it is. If you have not done some things in the past, I'm afraid to say that there's very little that you can do sometimes, but we will do as much as we can do this Black Friday. But the goal for me is that you really understand how to sell so much that it becomes easy for you. Okay, let's go on. I have a statement here that says the worst marketing decision is trying to sell a product nobody needs. What's the first thing we need to do towards Black Friday is we need to make sure that we have a product that people actually need. Now, let me give you a very short case study. There was this guy who designed a product. It's a bathtub, essentially, that can be controlled with the phone. So if you are going home, you can turn it on and start heating up your water. And he went to pitch this to a body of investors. Guess what? These guys are billionaires, and that product was thousands of euros. None of them thought it was a great product or it was a product that they needed. The guy was saying, oh, it's for the high-end market. They're like, that's us. None of us on this table, about 5 of us, don't think we want that product. Now, that product he had was great. It was a great scientific innovation, but was it a product that the market needed? Probably not. Why am I saying this? You need to ask yourself, whatever it is you're selling, is this something that people actually need? Now, I don't expect you to say, oh, it's not something people need. Do I need to start a new business? It might be that you just have not been communicating what you're selling in the way that help people realize that they actually need this. And I will move on. I'll leave you with another quote, which is make something people want. For us, that can be sell something people want or sell something in a way that would attract people. I want to teach you something very quickly because I like working with structure. I don't believe in ad hoc, ideas. Let's just come and give you steps to take. Because if you don't understand some fundamental things, you may miss it along the way. So I want to teach you, how do you find out what your product is really solving in the market so that you can communicate it confidently. The reason why some of you have not been able to stand out and say, this is what I do, this is my product, come and buy, is even you don't even know why anyone should buy your product, if we're being honest. And it's okay. And that's what we'll deal with first of all. The first thing I want you to ask yourself is, okay, I like to work with real examples. So let's get this down. Please, someone should tell me the kind of business that they do right now. Like in specifics, let's work with real case examples. I like to work with real case studies. So just tell me what you do. I make dresses for women. Okay, Jennifer sells perfume, Son sells Ankara. Okay, thank you. I'll respond to the first person. Thank you all for your responses. Jennifer sells perfume. Now, what do we do with Jennifer? First thing you want to ask yourself is, now you're in the business of selling perfume. What need is perfume filling in the lives of people? Because sometimes if you don't really know that, you just keep saying, come and buy perfume. I have this scent. It's made of oud. This one is made of strawberry. That might not be what people need to hear. You need to ask, why do people use perfumes? And I want us to respond to that as well. I want to make this class very short. So I would give some response. If you ask me, why do I use a perfume? One, to smell nice. That's like the obvious reason. Why do I want to smell nice? Because I feel that, this is me personally, I feel like I'm important and I want that to reflect in the way that I smell. I want to meet someone and let them perceive me and feel like, I love being around this person. So it goes beyond the bottle of perfume that you're selling. The need that people want to feel, that they're trying to feel when they buy perfume, is that they want to feel important. You can say they want to smell nice, but why? You need to dig deep into the layer. So once we agree that people use perfumes because they want to feel important, let's say that's our undeserved need. Now, who wants to feel this way? You can use me as your ideal audience. You need to ask yourself, who are the people that want to feel this way? Or who are the people that have this problem of wanting to feel important with a perfume? Typically, it will be people that go out a lot. Typically, I said, maybe people who work at corporations, corporate workers or business owners, because, I would say those are the two people. So with this, we've identified two, let's say, target customers for our product. We know that people want to feel important. Who cares about feeling important the most, if not business owners and maybe people who work in corporations, people who go to work, they want to appear and their colleagues feel like, someone showed up. They want to feel like Jennifer showed up today. It is when you've gotten this right that you can then go on to the features. But do you know what happens? Many times we start with the features. Oh, I have this new perfume from Louis Vuitton. That's feature. Why do people buy Louis Vuitton perfume of $1,000 when they can buy some cologne for $20? Needs to feel important. So once we have that right, at the top here is value proposition. So what value are we proposing to people? A value can be that smell like, I'm looking for an example. Smell like a king when you walk into the room. That can be your message to people. That's the value you want people to feel like. We make you feel important through our perfume. It is after this that you can go into features and the set, such as, oh, this perfume has a strawberry smell. It is made from water found 30,000 meters under the rock. We distill it 500 times so that it is totally pure. That's how you get your product market fit. Start with the question, who is this product for? What's the need that this product is filling in their life? Then you can go to features. I will stop there so that it doesn't get too deep. I don't want to get too complicated. The next thing I want to also talk about, I'll jump this part, is how does sales happen? When people bring out their money to pay you for a product, what makes them take that decision? Because if we understand that, as they say, we can reverse engineer this so that we can make more sales happen. Now, there's a framework in marketing that they call AIDA. That's attention, interest, desire, action. I don't like technicalities so much because like it doesn't help anyone. But what this framework is, yes,
you're not seeing your screen. Is that intentional?
You're not seeing my screen. Oh my! Thank you for notifying me. I had no idea. Okay, I let me read some comments. Okay, I use perfume to be confident outside. Yes. Oh, thank you for notifying me, Ayo, Mr. Ayo. Okay, so this is the framework I'm sharing. I'm saying I want to teach you to understand how sales happen. For each time anyone has given you their naira and kobo to buy something, this thing typically took place. You may not know, but it took place. Now, if you understand it, you can reverse engineer it. You can make it happen. You can intentionally do it more often so that you sell more. And I say this thing is following a framework in marketing called AIDA. Forget about the technicalities. What it's simply saying is, before anybody buys anything, that thing needs to grab their attention. If I'm walking into a mall and I ended up buying a bottle of perfume from the mall that day, it was because maybe their store was so bright and I saw so much light, it caught my attention. If their store was in the dark, I would not have seen it and I would not have bought that perfume. The second step says interest. Now, when I saw that light, something happened. It piqued my interest. What made it pique my interest? Maybe I saw the way that the perfumes were arranged in glass and there was light around it. That piqued my interest. Like, oh, first thing was the attention. I could see the light all around the store. I saw their signage. Next is interest. Next is the desire. When I now walk into the store, why will I want to buy that perfume eventually? Maybe I saw on their wall, they said 10% discount for first-time buyer. Now, that is making me desire it more. Maybe they are telling me that first-time buyers get an extra bottle of perfume oil. That's another thing that makes me like, oh God. Even though I could have walked into that store but not ended up buying. But the desire part is, what are the things you do? What are the things you say that make people more interested in your product? You run an ad, someone saw it. They can see it and not buy. But the person saw it, they clicked. Sometimes people click, but they still don't buy. That's telling you that something else was missing. That's a desire. You didn't give them enough reason to desire that thing. It is until you filled their desire tank that people then bring out money to pay. Now, let's do a practical here. This is the bag. Let's say I sell bag, and this is Black Friday. How can I put this thing to practice? First thing is, you need to say things that will catch people's attention, or you need to show them something that will catch their attention about what you're trying to sell. Let me pick one more business here. Okay, Omoboye Shola says he or she is into real estate. Now, how can I get anyone's attention to buy my property? Okay, let me ask you, let me throw that out. Please, real quick. I want us to be very fast because I want to give room for direct, like personal questions. What do you tell someone that will make them have interest in buying a house? Let's say you have one property in Lekki that goes for 50 million. How will you sell that? What do you tell people that will make them buy that house? One, I can tell you that I can put out a flyer that says this property will be worth 10 billion in the next 20 years. Now, anyone that likes money sees that. They will not even, first of all, care about how much that house is going for. The fact that I said this thing will be worth 1 billion naira in the next 5 years or 10 years is something that will catch anyone's attention. So that's the first part of A. The next thing is now interest. Okay, they pick up their phone and they call me. Maybe they saw the banner I did on Lekki Toll Gates that says this property will be worth 1 billion. Now they want to find out how much is this. The person hears that, oh, this property is 50 million naira. Maybe that man doesn't have a 50 million naira to pour out at once. But then I tell him that, but you know what, sir? The first, let's say that property has 5 units. Maybe they are bungalows, 5 units of a bungalow. I can say the first 5 people that buy this property, or can even say, sir, you only need to deposit 10 million naira for you to own this property. Oh, the man goes, okay. You know, before he entered, he didn't know what he was to expect. Now he hears that he can actually just pay 10 million naira and that property will be reserved for him. That catches his interest more. On top of that, I told him that this property, whoever buys it gets, what else can we give to? I'm looking for things that relate to real estate. Can we suggest what else can we, what will you use to pick or give someone an extra level of desire for something like that? So this property costs 50M. We've caught their attention with our headline. A refrigerator, okay, thanks. Okay, I'm trying to understand why they may need, okay. Well, actually, people do it. I've seen this, there's this real estate company, they're always giving out free RAM, free bottle of oil. And I want to believe it's working because they do it year in, year out. Free survey of the land. Thank you so much, Ayo. I think that's great. Okay, Sarah raised her hand. Please type in the comment section. What do you think? 100 bags of cement. Great, great. And you know, another thing is, oh, I'm not sharing. Okay, no, I'll go back. I'm trying to read your comments. Okay, I'm trying to read your comments. All right. Okay, I'll go back now. Can you see my screen? Okay, so yeah, I'm only returning here to just catch comments. Okay, let's say we are going with the free survey of the land. Hey, excuse me. Okay, let's go with the free survey of the land. The man goes, what? So I don't get to pay that extra 1 million naira that real estate agents charge on properties. The man says, there's no way I'm not committing to this. And that's how sales happen. Now, I should say, it's not all the time that you necessarily have to be technical with these things by giving people this detail. But the thing is, it's not all the time that you have to be technical about it, that, oh, for me to sell, I must do this, I must do that. But understand, especially for Black Friday, this is something that you should put into consideration. Let's move on. I want to also talk about how do you convert inactive audiences to buyers. You have followers on Instagram. Those people have been seeing you. You have people on WhatsApp. Anytime you post on your WhatsApp status, they see it. They may not have bought all the year long. One thing you may not understand, first of all, is, and I feel this part takes care of it, is you might not have been giving them a reason to buy. Remember what we said about the perfume? Maybe all the while you have been talking about this perfume is from France, This one is from Switzerland. You are not speaking to them. Like it's not touching their core. It's not the money. Let's even forget about pricing. I know we'll get to that. Maybe because you have not been telling them that appear well, look this way, or you've not given them case studies of someone that went somewhere and because of their smell, they lost a contract. You have not been speaking. What am I saying? You have an audience, no matter how small. And those people, a good number of them can actually turn to buyers. I put together some ideas that you can try out, that we can work on, that can get you one. And I will share with you a practical example that I used recently to sell a unit of my course. The first thing I want to say is WhatsApp is a great platform. Oh God, WhatsApp is amazing. Like as amazing is, because you can send people messages in their DM, even though that might feel intrusive for some people, but there's a way to do it. Or your status. The first tip in converting inactive clients to buyers is when you understand people's pain points, speak to their pain points. When you understand their pain points, it's easier for them to pick interest in what you're selling. Trust me, I've been posting many times about our services, this service, or we do website. I just post pictures of, oh, see this nice website we developed for this brand. People don't care about that. Excuse me, please. Okay, thank you. All right, so what am I saying here is one of the reasons that people might not have been committing to buy is you have not spoken, you have not said what they care about. And that's what I want us to do. First of all, is I want you after this class to send out a sales pitch, and I'll teach you how to write one to your WhatsApp audience about your Black Friday, and we'll get there. The second thing you need to do when you're writing a sales pitch on WhatsApp is paint a picture of where these people want to be. I just spoke about myself as an example of someone, maybe let's say I'm your client that buys perfume. The reason why I buy, the real reason, is because I want to feel important. Imagine that you're sending something, a body of message that helps them realize that. It would really help. The next thing is an offer. Especially Black Friday, you need an offer. I'll get there as well. And the final thing is give them a reason to buy now. One thing you will notice is it's possible. How many of you have seen an ad? Sometimes they show one really lovely bag and you're like, oh God, this bag is nice. But then it's like, okay, I'll come back to it later. And there's another ad you see that shows you that bag and something in you says, they hear me, I don't have this money, but I have to buy this bag now. What's the difference? We'll get there. Let me pick your suspense. The second thing you can do to convert inactive clients to buyers is cold calling. Please call your clients. And I'll share an example with you. There was a time I just called this client, like we haven't worked together for like a year. She worked with me the year before. And then I called her. She owns a crèche, a preschool in Lekki Phase 1. And we've done something before. I called her one time, like, oh, yo, hi, how are you? How's business been? And I then asked her, like, what are some things that she's trying to achieve for her business? And that's the angle you should come from. Don't be too consumed by your desire to sell that you leave out your client. People don't care about you. They actually care about themselves. So it is when you care about them that you can that they buy from you. So I asked her, how's business? What has she been thinking of? I didn't even bring myself into the conversation yet. Like, what can I do for you? I just said, what are some things you're looking? It was then that she revealed to me actually that the next year they were starting a secondary and primary school and they needed a revamp of a website. They needed a marketing plan and immediately proposal. So that's what cold calling can do for you. I know the word cold calling means, something else in some cases, but pick out some clients to call. If you sell beauty products, this person has bought from you before, they haven't bought again. Skincare product ought to have finished in 3 months or 6 months. Why haven't they bought? You did not call. So please call as well. That can help you convert inactive clients to buyers. Remember, your goal is care about them. Ask them what they need. Ask them questions that will help them open up. And the final thing that I feel you can try is Explore partnerships. People like new things. Maybe all year long, you've only been posting this kind of one pen in blue color. You've not introduced anything new. Imagine you post something new and say, we've partnered with this brand that makes a new kind of tip for our pen. So our pens are now this. People like interesting things. They like things that feel fresh. So you can also try this out and it would give you. So now let me show you an example of a sales pitch that I sent to my WhatsApp list recently. Okay, please confirm if you can see my screen. Okay, I said lately, so this is a course. I created a course. I recently created a course. Okay, Olajumoke, kindly mute your mic, please. Thank you. Okay, so recently I created an online course on digital marketing, like a proper course for business owners and for this. So I wanted to sell. Before I've not released the course, so it's coming out on Friday. So I sent this BC. I said, lately, the only thing I visit a physical store to buy are groceries, and I want to believe it's the same for you. Let me zoom in. I want to believe it's the same for you. I buy almost everything online. What does this mean for you as a business owner? It means people are choosing. Now, I did not start by saying, hey, I'm coming out with a new course, so come and buy. Can you see how sometimes it's your communication that can do you well and can sometimes, do you the other way? I said, what does this mean for you as a business owner? It means more people are choosing to buy online. This also means it's your time to cash out if you sell online. With that word, I've painted a picture of where many of them want to be. Like I said, I designed the course for business owners. So I know when you use the word sell, business owner will look at you, okay? If you don't use that word, many of them will just say, okay, yeah, I'm listening. But the problem is that it's not so easy to get people to buy from you online. Here, I'm talking to their pain point that I know they are trying to sell. I said it takes applying the right marketing tactics. It takes knowing how to use digital marketing channels to sell. Do you want to be that business owner who is always processing orders? Again, painting a picture of where they want to be. Do you want to master the art of selling online to people? If so, I'm inviting you to sign up for my upcoming course on these days. I know everyone claims to be again, what I did here is I'm letting them know that this product is different. Like I mentioned at the beginning, sometimes you are unable to tell people what makes you different. Like, why should they buy your product? I said, I know everyone claims to be a digital marketer these days, but results make this difference. Here, I talk about my achievement, this, and then what they will learn. I sent this thing, and in under 1 hour, one person bought. The following day, I had 2 other people say, they don't have the money right now, but they're definitely committing to this. And guess what I've done? I've added all of them to a WhatsApp group. I said every day from Monday this week to Friday, I'll be sending them tips. Is it really tips I want to send them? Because I want to remain top of mind. So that's just it on that. Now, I want to touch on how do you use Instagram ads? I know you've run ads, and I know Bumper organized a session on ads that they took, and I know that they would have done a great job. But I have something that I want to add, and I do hope that this pushes you forward. Whenever you think of running ad, this is Black Friday coming. What do you need? First thing is find the market for your product. And I've said that market is who needs this thing that I'm selling. Don't say women between the age of 20 to 45. There are 20 billion of those people in the world. Are they corporate workers? Are they business owners? Like, what kind of women between 25? When you have that, it would help you understand what those people want so that you can speak to them. If you make dresses, you can say women that have problem of not knowing what to wear to work because it's pretty much the same kind of clothes you have. Your own solution can be that you have different kind of dresses that they can change and people feel like they are wearing something new every day. The next thing is you need to have an offer. This is Black Friday. Now I'll start applying everything to Black Friday. The mind of the customer, and I'm speaking as a consumer now, is if any brand says they are doing anything sale right now, it needs to actually be an offer. You could do that, in February, and I wouldn't mind. But if you say you are doing anything Black Friday, it needs to sound like an actual offer. You know what they call offer? A woof. It needs to sound like that. Let me tell you some examples of brands that I've seen, even service businesses. There's a platform called Blinkist. What they do is they summarize books within 10 to 15 minutes. They've been sending me every time. I've been on their free platform because I don't think it's something I really needed. Now they said 70% off. That is an offer. That is an offer. When I saw it, I'm like, we'll come back to you later. That's an offer. Okay, for you. And another brand I think I saw, okay, I also saw a platform where I host my course on. They said 40% off for any plan, even yearly plan. That's an offer. For you, don't just say 10% offer. Now, it's not just about how much percentage discount that you're offering, but it needs to be something that people would actually feel like, these people are giving. That's the idea that people expect of Black Friday. In case you don't know, let me tell you, as a customer and a buyer, if anybody's saying they're doing Black Friday, if you said you are just doing your regular sale, fine. But if you call it Black Friday, do you see what even Jumia does? They'll stay up to 80. Who really gives up to 80%? Let me keep my mouth shut. The next thing is choose your platform. Stop struggling with, you want to do this on TikTok, you want to do that. If all you can focus on are 2 or 3 platforms that you would promote this your offer on. But what should determine choosing your platform? Don't just say because Instagram is Instagram, you go on Instagram. Let it be your understanding of who you are going after and where those people spend time. If the people you are going after are corporate workers, females, where do you think such people, relate or frequent more? People say it's LinkedIn. I know they spend time on Instagram as well, but to an extent, we know that LinkedIn is a place for corporate workers. If so, how do you want to reach them? Do you want to do an ad? LinkedIn ad is very expensive. Do you want to do DM, or do you want to first of all see their page on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and then go and find them on Instagram, so you DM them? And the final thing is your order process. Your ordering process can make a whole lot of difference. Don't make it hard. If you say 3 outfits for maybe each of your outfit before now, people know that the minimum outfit by this person costs 100K, and you're saying get 3 outfits for 150K. Let it be as simple as go on this site and check out. It will automatically be applied. Let it be as easy as send us a DM and we'll do this. Don't bring any extra layer. People don't like complicated steps because you are giving them a woof. Nobody likes stress. Now, how do we develop our killer, I call it killer Instagram ad or killer Black Friday offer? The first thing we have to do is we need to create a content that wows people. What do I mean? If you have been selling a bag, like you have been advertising this bag, and this would go beyond Black Friday, this tip I'm about to share with you, this is like real sales tactic. You need to show people that your product is wow. You need to show them something that will get them say, wow. How they say the pressure is getting, but in this case, you want to make them feel like, okay, like you have my attention. How do we do that? Create a content that wows people. And I'll give you an example. When it comes to buying things like maybe, eyeglasses, what are people concerned about? What do they fear? What do they want to see? People care about this durability. I hope this thing will not break. This glass that is shining like this, like people want to know, no matter how expensive or how packaged, they want to know this glass, it go last, if go break. Now, if you know that people have such concern, if you want to create your ad, instead of just doing a pretty picture of the glass sitting, in light, that would do it work. But imagine you actually come and say, so this is our glasses, and I want to show you just how remarkable. Okay, you don't have to use the word remarkable. Let them see it. Is see, and you are bending it. Remember, they wash, they fade. That our Igbo. That's a content that, and you're bending it, and you're bending this, and they are seeing. That's the content for your ad or even your page. If people see that, they're like, wow. Recently, I must give this person credit. She's a bumper merchant that I bought something for recently. She was referred by Sarah. And I asked her if she had a mic, a mic for recording. And then she sent me one. She said it cost 3K. I said, I told her does it have noise cancellation? Because I wanted to use it to record my course. And she said, She didn't answer me. She just sent me a link to her video on Instagram. And guess what that video had? She started speaking. She turned on a washing machine. She started speaking. And then I could hear the noise in the background. She said, okay, so this is me speaking. You can hear the background from noise. Now let me plug in this mic. And she plugged in the mic and the noise disappeared by at least 70 or so percent. I could not really hear the machine. I'm like, okay, send me account number. No question. That's how you get people to pay attention to you. Don't do regular content. You can support them, but get your content right. And to speak to this, for those who are interested, I have something on this. It's very like straightforward that you can watch. It's a course and it only goes for 2K. I'll share the link later for those who are interested. Next is come up with a clear messaging that states the benefits of buying your product. Why should people buy this? Black Friday is coming. Honestly, Black Friday is easy. If you can give remarkable offers, people will buy and communicate it well. They would, like, people are ready. People always save up. My brother called me sometimes, said, be ready when you see this TV or this thing, everybody. So people are ready. It's now your offer that will determine. And I'm not saying give an offer that would, kill your profit or your business, but just be smart about it. If this thing costs 10K originally, what can you add to it that will make people look like, oh, wow, this thing is coming with a lot, and everything we know is not true. The next step is give them a reason to buy now. Now, let me refer back to this speech that I said. This speech I sent. I said, this course should normally cost at least 200K, but it doesn't cost anything close to that. The course goes for 35,000, but I am offering it to the first 10 people to sign up at 25. And I want to believe this was what caught that lady that made her register immediately. She did not even ask any question. The next thing I saw was, a sale. You need to give people a reason to buy now. If not, trust us, we're humans. We have so many things to do with money. We could say, I like it, it's good, but I'll come back. You need to make them look like, look, this thing is limited. It's only from now to midnight today. If you don't buy it, forget about it. It would only be, we only have 20 units of this thing left. You need to give them a reason. If not, they will just keep seeing and say, when I have the money. They will find the money if you give them a reason to buy now. And the final thing is choose your targeting criteria right. I don't think I need to touch on this because you had a session on ads some days ago. And these are some tips in running Instagram ads. Again, choose smaller age range. Don't do 18 to 65. I always say that unless what you are selling is oxygen, that's when you should target that wide. Oxygen is what everybody needs. So always focus on the smaller group that want and can afford your product. The second thing is pick smaller location over big region. Don't just target the entire Africa. If it's Ikoyi you want, if it's Lekki, pick smaller location and then stick with videos with subtitles. If you're using videos and you're speaking in it, please try to subtitle it. It will hold attention more. And provide adequate information about what you're selling. Give people detail. This thing costs this thing. This is what it comes with. This is the number of days you will wait to get it delivered to you. And then make your call to action clear and interesting. Don't be vague. Is it send me a DM? Is it visit this link? Whatever is it, be clear on that. Another set of tip is look professional and appealing. Whatever you are packaging this period of Black Friday, let it look appealing. I joined a class, between Ayo and Sarah. I think that was on Monday or so. And I heard some of the tips they shared in running ads. So look professional, take pictures with great lighting, create your content in an appealing environment. I will repeat, these things are not just even for Black Friday. These are just standard sales tips that you should practice. Look professional, create great content. Let your content speak to pain points or desires. Pain point or desires. Pain point is this person is struggling. They have been buying shoes, but those kind of shoes that can give you a headache because they're just not comfortable. Speak to that. Like, have you been buying this kind of shoe? Have you been worried? This shoe is very comfortable. You can wear it and walk to Sokoto from now because you won't feel any pain. That's an ad. That's a content. Or you speak to their desire. Are you looking for a shoe that can help you run a marathon without feeling anything in your leg? That's a desire. Do you want a shoe that you can wear 50 times without washing it. That's a desire. There are people like that who don't like stress, and it plays a huge factor in the kind of product they buy. Then make your offer clear. Add a price. I mean, I'm not going to go into that part of what product should you add, but when you can, add a price, even for services. And I'm telling you this is because these are what even I am practicing. Before, I used to do, oh, you have to come. Like right now, I'm putting my price out some more. Like this is at least give them an idea. I'll tell them our prices start at this point, our logo start at this point, our website start at this point, just to give people an idea. Because people don't like to feel stupid by coming to say, what's it? And you tell them it's 1 million. I'm like, I should not have come. So they rather not ask. So if you give them an idea, they'll be like, oh, this is actually not bad. I can come. And then prepare your list ahead and get them ready. So I would love to respond, to questions. If you have any question, on your mind, it can be particular to this Black Friday or generally about your sales. And I should say, I know you might have been expecting one, two, three step. And what the steps are is here. Let me go back to this side. Is send a sales pitch. This one is free. You don't even need a budget for this. Please send at least 3 sales pitch. And what do you need to prepare that sales pitch is, first of all, create your offer. Have an offer. Let's even walk through an example. Look at the 50 million naira property we spoke about. The property itself costs 50 million naira. Now, our offer when we're advertising it is that this property will be valued at 1 billion naira in the next 5 years. If you are selling bags, it can be this bag will last for 50 years. Okay, if you can even just say 50 years warranty on this bag. When people see that, they'll be like, wow, like this has to be a bag that would really last. The next thing is you need to create content that supports that thing that you're saying. Now, this I'm giving you action points for in case you were unable to catch that. First is create an offer. Tell people something that will make them want what you're selling. If you offer service, maybe consulting service, you can say your first consultation is free and they know they should pay for that. Guess what you'll be doing? When people come, you can upsell to them. You can tell them so many other things that they need. Then the second thing is create a content that shows the wow effect in what you do. An example of the bag that I spoke about, that your advert your headline can say 50 years warranty, yes, guaranteed, is you can have 2 FT men, like maybe even go to a gym, go to iFitness, have 2 of their biggest guys, tell them to drag the bag among themselves. When someone sees that and their concern has been about, oh, I don't want a bag that I will carry for just 1 year. Some people care about quality and they are ready to pay the price. They are ready to pay the amount. If you do a content like that and you run it as an ad and you say this bag is 50K and you also have 50 years warranty on it, people are going to buy. That's an offer. It doesn't always have to be discount. And I'm just saying this in case, you can make, because not every business can really, go as low as 50, 70%. And trust me, when anyone is saying that, is it that it's a stock that they're trying to do away with, or their profit margin is like super, super crazy. So I'll just pause there, stop there actually, and allow everyone ask their direct questions. Please, I love direct questions. Tell me where you are and then we can share ideas with you. Okay. With your permission, I see a hand. If Ifoma Achibiri.
Yes, you can go ahead, please.
Okay. Okay, Ifoma, you can speak. Okay. If anyone else has a question, please, you can type it in the comment box, or you raise your hand and we'll allow you to speak. So what's that thing that you haven't been able to figure out, particularly, maybe Black Friday or just in selling in general?
Hello.
Hi, Ifoma.
Yeah,
Yes.
hi, good evening.
Okay.
Though
Hi.
though I joined late, but my question is this: as a bedding vendor, please, what kind of content can I
Okay.
create? Yeah, I just want to know the kind of content I can create. Yeah, something like that.
The kind of content you can create to sell what? To sell what
To
service in
sell
particular?
beddings.
Beddings.
Yes, bedsheet, duvet,
Like,
toppers, pillows.
oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay. I have the perfect all-time favorite for you that works is go, do record a video of you walking to the market, not all through the step. Maybe when you're approaching the person that sells the regular bedsheet. I want to believe that you sell bedsheets of higher quality. Go to the ones that don't sell that kind of quality. Record yourself. You don't need to record yourself, just record them like you're buying. Carry it home and then go home, spread on the table, put yours here, put theirs here. We see it all the time in ads. They'll say other people's detergents, our own detergents. Like, it's
Okay.
an all-time classic that works. Now, if you want to drag them, or even put your phone behind, let people hear the sound. People know the sound of quality, they know the feel. Do you want to, if you are willing to ruin that one, tear it and then show them the difference in yours? Do you want to dust yours, like put it on the bed, let them hear the sound? See, when it comes to content, you have to get raw. It's not about the pretty camera, pretty location. It's about the question you are answering through your content, right?
Okay.
So
All
that's
right.
the kinds of content you can help people see that your product is really superior.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right, thanks. I see a question here. Yes, Fernanda Esther, please go ask away. Someone says, what's the least amount best for running an ad? Okay, my response to that is your budget should be taken based on the value of what you're selling. If you are selling a 10K glass or a 20K glass, let's say 20K, how many do you realistically think that your ad can get you in a day? Or how many would you like to sell in a day? Let's say 5 in a day. That's 100K. Now, how much makes sense for you to spend in, how much is a good amount like that you're cool with in spending so that you can get 100K in return? That's how much you should put into ad. So if you feel like when you sell 5 of, then you can spend 10K daily as your ad, since you want to sell 5 daily. If you want to sell 5 weekly, then it means that your 10K that you are willing to spend, you think it's not bad if I sell 100K and I spend 10K, put 10K into it. That's how you determine. It should come from the value of what you're selling. Now, someone selling houses will be different because they are selling houses of a 5, 10, well, no house of 5 million, lands of 15 million. If you are to sell a land, are you cool with selling one every week? If so, how much is a good amount? You probably say you don't mind spending 500K in getting 15 million naira sale. So put 500K in your ad per week. You can't say you two will do 10K. It's about the value of what you want to sell, first of all, and within what time range do you want to sell it, then spread it across. Okay, I'll try to take as much because I have to run. I'm actually in a public space at a work. Oh my. Oh, okay. Thank God I'm back. What kind of content can you create? What kind of offer can you create? Electronics and kitchen appliances. You can bundle things up. I see that a lot on Jumia. They have this package that has, like core members are going to camp. Some of them will be settling down. Students are resuming. And you can even help them see the need for it. So you can package things that people need. Or if you are selling a pot, what do people want in addition to their pot? Spoon, matches, this one. Put it as your offer. It doesn't have to be discount. And the second one, can you shoot video of the product alone without it being used? It would depend on the product. Let's say you're advertising your water heater, for example, what are you telling? It's about what you're trying to communicate. If you are recording a video, you must have an intent of what you want to show with that product. You want to show them how fast that water heater heats things up. If so, you can record a video. I hope you get. Okay, but not all of them are purchasing. Are you doing anything wrong? Okay, this happens, and I'll be honest with you. It's something you would keep experiencing. When you see that, first thing is your offer right? I guess so. That's why people are going. They are not buying. Then you need to ask yourself, why could they not be buying? Is it that they are not? Is it that you didn't provide them enough information at the start, and then they got on your site and they are seeing, maybe they are seeing prices and it's over the board for them? They will go back. Or you did not give them enough information and now they are seeing that, oh, the detail of this thing is not something I need. They'll go back. So the solution is ensure that your content that you run ads with gives as much information as possible, so that whoever is going on your site, you will know that they've seen it and they're actually interested before they proceed. And then at least the number will be low. The second thing can be that you're not telling them, you're not building their desire. Remember the framework, AIDA, attention, interest. So let's say you've gotten to, I feel your desire stage is not solid enough. You're not giving them enough reason. Do you want to stock up offers? When you sign up this thing, you get free this one, free delivery. And now give them a reason to buy now. Maybe that's what is missing and they feel like they will come back. Okay. You are into real estate, how can you target right? I kind of feel that has been answered in this class, if you don't mind. So perhaps if you can catch the recording, how can you target right? I'll just speak. It will start from knowing who your audiences are. Even in real estate, there are no general target audiences. You know, some people like land, some people like built houses. That's what they're after. So depending on each of these, it is when you know what kind of people they are that you can know where to find them. That's what I can say. But please catch it. Look, when you watch the video, focus on the part where I talk about finding your product market fit. I feel this should be answered. What kind of, okay, we're getting a lot of content, question on content for your buyer. If you guys don't mind, and I'm being honest with you, because like I said, I've worked with more than 200 business owners directly. And like, I know what many of them ask. Trust me, if you can invest in anything, it's content. Content sell. Many businesses that are selling on Instagram, that's what they are getting right to. They just know how to show the sweet thing about that product. And honestly, I could recommend my course if you guys are cool with that. But let me speak to this. What kind of content can I do for your buyer? Content. It would come down to what you want to say to them. You know, what kind of people wear a buyer? What do they care about? You know, is it about the color? Is it about the complexity of their buyer? What do people care about? If that's it, then show that in your content. Let's say it's about the color. You can come telling them that this particular buyer comes in 5 colors. Color 1, walk in. Color 2, play, you know, do a real video. Color 3, color 4, color 5. And you can even do a deal. Get the 5 colors for the price of 3. I think that answers the second part of your question. Get these 5 colors for the price of 3. I would have to run in, let's say, please, Ayo, pardon me. Actually, I was told that I didn't know they closed this place so early. So I came all the way to actually have this here because I've been out and I thought there would be a typical workspace that spans long. Okay. Yeah, how can you find your product markets? Okay, it's FIT, F-I-T actually, Oluchi. Product market fit. Please get the recording, I beg of you, because I feel it has been covered, yes, in here, because it's actually, and I would not want to take a lot of time. Perhaps if you have, you know, a more specific, like maybe sales, marketing focused question, I can quickly respond. Oluchi, shoot, take it away. Okay, you're welcome. Oluchi, your hands are up. Yes, please. Oluchi, if from any of you, we can speak for perfume. Content.
Hello, Mr. Yemi.
Okay,
Good
I'll come back
evening.
to that. Hi,
Hello.
Oluchi. Good evening.
Yeah, so you talked about product market fit. So I don't really understand it. We should find our product market fit. So that's why I wanted you
Okay,
to
okay.
throw more light on it so that we can
When I
understand
say
better.
product market fit, okay, thank you
Yes.
for that. Sorry to cut you. Is knowing what your product, the problem your product is solving in the market. Like, some people can call it your unique selling point. That's what it is. Can you tell me what you do? Maybe I can just quickly speak to that.
Okay. I sell perfumes, body cream, beauty
Perfume body.
products. Mm.
Okay, so let's take your cream as an example. Why do people buy creams? And there are different kinds of creams. So finding your product market fit is knowing exactly why people buy cream, first of all, and then who buys creams. When you find out why, then you can know who buys them. Or when you even find out who buys them, then you can find out why they buy them. It can work both ways. To answer
Okay.
Jennifer's question, I think okay, Former's hands is still up. What kind of content can you make for perfume? So perfume is more about like you're just psyching people up. So I don't even think you need to focus on the video creating the content. Is you can come out and speak confidently about the need for people to actually smell good. And in doing that, touch more about their personality. Let them know that, are you someone? So for example, I have a friend, like this person says, he only likes soft smelling perfume. Even though she has money to buy the expensive one, she just likes soft smelling. And so someone like that, if you are bringing the expensive perfume and you're saying this perfume can last 5 days, she's not going to buy, because she doesn't want that. So let me say you're trying to sell your body mist, which is light. You can speak to that this body mist is very light for those of you who don't want anything that will smell too heavy. You enter the room and people are covering their nose, they can't breathe. They will feel like, yes, this person gets me. Finally, they are going to buy. And if you want, some people like the one that will smell for 5 days. So create the content, come and say, this perfume, one thing we love about it is that it can last 5 days. Even when you wash it, it lasts, because that's value for some people. For some others, they don't want perfumes that smell for long, just something light. Let someone hug me and let them not smell Lagos, traffic. That's it. For hair business. Okay, you guys are asking a lot of questions on hair, and like I said, I'm a business person as well. I would refer that again. It's not a problem. I'll answer your question, but if you want to really understand like content more, it's a 2-hour course and it goes for 2K only. Get it if you can. I think you will never ever have to ask a question about content. Yesterday, let me tell you something. I was on my way from Ibadan to Lagos by the train. In under 1 hour, I created content for like 30 days. And when I say content, not the regular, like fresh content, it's beautiful when you can do that for your business. Because I've spoken with many businesses and they always tell me that, how can you run hair for your hair business? Start with the question, what do people care about when it comes to hair? Can you see that it's the same like process? Start with that question. What do people care about when it comes to buying hair? What are their fears? When you understand that, you can speak to it. I don't buy wigs, so I can't say much what ladies concerned in buying wigs. But if I would imagine, I would say something that doesn't like need so much retouching after you put it on, because I know there's some wigs you can just hang it and wear it back. You don't need to brush. So if you have such a wig, that's your selling point. Bring it out and tell them and scatter it. And even like, imagine you're a lady, you've gone out and you don't want the kind of wig that would be scattered, you would have to brush. Look at this wig. That's why you see them shake it. Like I see the bone straight when they shake it, like you see that, this one, no matter how much your hair shakes, you'll be intact, you won't stress. So those are the kinds of content you can create. And I think this is where I would end. I'll just answer this and then Ifoma's question. Okay, thank you so much.
Sorry,
You
hi,
are ready? Ready? Hi.
Hi, Yemi. So sorry, I'm with the bumper team, and your last question is going to be
Hi,
if you're
yes,
mommy.
Precious.
Hi.
Yes, if I'm.
If I'm not cool. So I'm so sorry to everybody else. Before you answer that,
Oh
it's
yes,
been a great
yes,
time
please.
speaking
Even
with
I have
Yemi
to
so
run.
far.
Thank you.
You can ask
I
your
just
question.
can't help. Yes,
You
because
can
I
help
love
what?
business owner. I said I just can't help. Like even me, I would have run because I'm actually out. I don't want to tell my
Yes. So that's going to be
Okay,
the last
I have a
question,
question.
and then every other thing will
Yes,
I'll just give everybody else like how to get a resource on that, and then Yemi can also drop his course in the comments so that if you are interested, you can click on the link in the comment section and just get the course. If you're so
someone is
interested.
advertising for two. Okay,
So
thank you
yeah,
so
so
much,
please,
Precious.
if you're my your question,
Okay, let me
and
answer this final two questions. You want to run? You're okay. You're ready to cook food vendor. So like I'm assuming you sell like raw rice. You want to run an ad, but you were waiting for the last class recording. Okay, I'm not sure this is from me. So please, Ufoma, shoot right on. Jiro Food, thank you. I love great food, but unfortunately, I don't live in Bad. I'm actually coming from somewhere else. I just had to use the train. But for sure, I'll check you guys out. Let me put it out. Jiro Food. Okay, Ifoma, you're the one we're waiting for. Okay. Oh, as she asked before. So you were saying things on running ad. Okay. Okay, how much you can use? Okay, I'll just I seems information available. Olajumoke, I'm not very sure what you're saying, but if you're asking how much you can use, let it be about how much can you make. If you want to make 2 million, how much are you willing to spend to get that 2 million? That's how much you should run your ad on ads, spend on ads, and then break it down. If you want to make that 2 million in 1 month, and let's say you want to spend 200K, then break 200K across 1 month. Thank you all. It's been an absolute pleasure. I do not take this for granted. Thank you so much, Bumper team. Thank you, Precious. Thank you, Ayo. It's been an awesome time here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yemi. Thank you so much for your time. I am certain everybody is I've
Pleasure.
learned one or two things. Please, you can drop the link to the course so that interested merchants can, can get the course as soon as possible. Okay. So thanks, Yemi. For everybody that's currently on in this meeting, thank you guys for being around. So just some few things before we all wrap this up. So first off is some of the questions here bordered on content. Um, if you are on the WhatsApp community or the Telegram community, we will repost. We have this 150 IG Reels idea document that we have. So if you're actually looking for, and we've broken it down based on industry. So if you're looking for real ideas to adapt and stuff, you're not on the WhatsApp community. I would let me just send you. Let me drop the link to the Telegram community right now, so you can join. So, wait, Olajumoke, are you saying you're not on the WhatsApp community for Black Friday? Because every single merchant that is participating in Black Friday should be in that community. You're not, okay. You guys first join. I will drop the one for what's the word? The WhatsApp community, and then we'll also drop that content there. So okay, Afolabi, I see you're not there. I think Olajumoke says she's not there. Oluchi, cool. I will sort that out. Please give me a minute. All right, cool. So sorry. So please, please, can you correct me if I'm wrong? Are you
Can I
you guys?
exit now?
You said what?
I said, can I exit now, please?
Yes, Yemi. Thank you so much for your time. Really, really appreciate it.
Thank you all, everyone. I wish you a great sales, space seller, make Bumper proud, and make your business. Thank you. Bye. Have a good
Thank you so much, Yemi. Have a lovely, lovely night. Thank you. All right. So Yemi has left us now. So before we wrap this up, guys, if you are part of Black Friday, you have signed up, you should be on that community. But if you're not, in the very least, I've dropped the Telegram community link here. Join Telegram. And we would add you have signed up or you're not there yet. All right, cool. So that will be sorted out. So the first thing is this: actually, an email went out to every single person that signed up. and it actually has a community link. So if you've not checked, that means you've not checked your email. And if you've not checked your email, there's a lot of things. In fact, aside from the 150 Instagram reel ideas that will help everybody out, because we have skincare, we have food, we have air reels, like 150 Instagram reel ideas, so you cannot lack in content. Aside from that, there are other 2 ebooks that will help you to maximize sales. Check your emails, please. If you signed up, if it's the case where I don't even know why you would not, just check your emails. There's a lot of resources in that email, especially for Black Friday, please. A lot of information that every single person here needs. So if you also, how do you get signed up? Oluchi is asking how she can get signed up. All right, cool. I will drop the link to actually sign up for Black Friday in the comment section, and you can sign up straight away. Just give me a moment, guys. I will, so that I know you guys have been here for a while. I'll just give you relevant information that you need, and then we can all drop off and have a lovely, lovely evening. So from the question I'm getting here now, it seems not everybody knows that they should sign up for Black Friday, or not everybody knows that they've gotten ebooks that they should get, and not even everybody knows some of the benefits. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Precious Gift. If you are, I don't know, used to Bumper, you might have gotten an email from Bumper once or twice before. And basically what we're doing Black Friday is to help 5,000 business owners make massive sales this November. And how are we doing that? First of all, if you're new to Bumper, you're getting your own individual Bumper website. That's one. Which you can use to sell online. Number 2 is that Bumper has a discount feature that makes it very easy to share coupon codes and discounts on your Bumper website. So basically, anybody can buy from you at discounted prices in less than 60 seconds. Number 3 is we are also having discounted deliveries. If you join Bumper Black Friday, basically if you're in Lagos, you're going to only spend $850 on deliveries in Lagos, because we have partnered with 2 delivery companies to make it cheaper for you. Also, if you are doing from Lagos to any other place in Nigeria, we are going to cover the cost for 30% of your delivery fees. Again, like I said, the idea is that we want you to make the maximum sales this November, because we are going towards the end of the year. So aside from you getting a website, being able to create discounts and getting discounted deliveries, number 4 is that we have a separate website that we run Instagram and Google ads to, that is going to publicize your business and products to over 1 million potential customers. That's another benefit of joining Bumper Black Friday. Then the last thing is that if you want, I think there were a number of questions here about Instagram ads. Now, like Yemi said, and maybe you heard from Ayu as well, we've done a number of classes on how to run Instagram ads in Bumper. But if it's the case where you don't have the time, you don't have the professional experience to run, you've checked your mail. Oh, great, Elijah. Okay, thank you for that thumbs up. So if it's the case where you don't have the time, or you just prefer to give it to the experts to do it for you, we have partnered with Loopify. You know what Loopify is? Loopify is a marketing agency where they have a lot of marketing experts that will run ads for you for free. This is only coming based on Bumper Black Friday partnership with Loopify. So basically, all you're going to do is just click on a link up with Loopify. The only thing you are paying for is the cost of the ads. You're not going to pay any money for that expert setting up everything for you. So for example, when you were talking about, you have to have the best audience, you have to have there are also things called ad creatives and things like that. These people have been running ads for years and they have very good conversion rates, right? So you're not going to have to pay them money for their expert opinions. All you have to do is just like, this my ad is Instagram is going to collect 5K. I want to spend 5K on ads. That's all you're doing. You're not paying them for their service because of the partnership that we have. So this and many other benefits are what you're going to get under Bumper Black Friday, just in case anybody here does not know. So like I said before, in the email, there are lots of resources. There are 2 ebooks there at the moment. There's another ebook that is going out. There are the links for you to know how to run your deliveries to get this $850 for Lagos and 30% off for every other place. And then there's also the community where every question you have and things like that will be attended to on the WhatsApp community group. just so that things are faster and better. So basically that's most of what I have for you. If anyone has any questions about the Bumper Black Friday itself, please you can drop it, and then we'll just quickly wrap this up, let's say in the next 2 to 5 minutes, so that I can let you guys go. And again, Bumper Black Friday is running from today, 23rd to 3rd of December. So basically all your online deliveries during this period is getting that discount. So I'm seeing some hands up. So before I let you guys go, I'll just respond to these questions and we can move on. Jennifer Coco, can you speak?
Yes, I can. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, good evening.
Okay, please, I just wanted to confirm something. The 850 for delivery for Lagos for the Black Friday.
Yes.
Okay, what we do is clothing. Is it that after 30th we can't enjoy that? Because based on orders, there's some customers we might not be able to deliver to immediately, but they will order during the Black Friday. We may have to deliver maybe from 3rd of December or 4th of. Do we still enjoy that 850 till then? I just wanted to confirm so that I don't go and say 850 then but customer pays 850 and I'm delivering on the 3rd, then I'll be the one to not carry this. I just wanted to be clear on that. Thank you.
Right. I totally understand that. So here's the thing, right? So from the 23rd to the 3rd, every single order that has been paid, once they pay you between 23rd to 3rd, it covers it, right? So even if it's the case where it is later or something, the point of it is that when you record, when they pay on your website, right, and they click on that, because again, if people do not know now, if you actually want to enjoy this what delivery service, there are 2 ways. So for the one in Lagos now, it's like send stack, right, 850. You're using that particular store and you're clicking on it, it already counts. So you don't even have to worry about whenever something. Once that sale occurs in that period, you're good to go. Does that answer your question, Jennifer?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Cool, great. So I don't know if anybody else raised their hands. I think Afolabi, you work in Abuja. So basically, if you work in Abuja, right, that means you're only going to enjoy the 30% discount. How the delivery works is that you're going to be using TopShip for that. So for more details on delivery, so that I just don't bore you out, because it is step-by-step process, please just go to the WhatsApp community group and you can just ask, and I'm sure that our community manager will just send you everything you need to know for the delivery. Yes, and that's it, Afolabi. So you will not be able to enjoy inside Lagos delivery, which is 850, but at least from Abuja to anywhere else in the country, you're going to get your benefits. Ifeoma Achi Biri, I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly, do you have a question for me before we wrap this up? I don't know if you can speak, because I remember that Yemi was going to ask you questions before. Okay. So yes. Again, if you've not signed up, please do. The link is in the comment section. If you're not in WhatsApp community, please check your email. Or if you have any other questions, let me drop an email that you can reach us at here in the comment section, and just ask any questions. If you need any help, we will be more than glad to help you out. Okay, so you can send an email to hello@getbumper.com. And can you get the recorded class? Yes, you can. Afolabi, when you join the WhatsApp community, please just say hi. Oh, if you're fine now, great. Afolabi, just say hi, or just say, oh, I need the class, right? And they'll be sure to send you the recordings. And actually, if you're here and you've not gotten it, you need to listen to them. I in particular learned a lot from Sarah's class, and I think you will as well. All right. So every single person on this Google Meet, thank you so much for joining. I really, really pray and hope that you make massive sales in November, because that's going to be our joy. That's our gain. We're not spending money on deliveries and all these things, or creating websites and running ads to the website for you so that you not make sales. We want you to have the best sales and the easiest sales you can have with all of Bumper's features. And yes, I think on that note, I'll be saying good night to every single person. I want to thank Sarah, who is my colleague, and Ayo, and every single person for taking our time. Yes, do have a lovely evening, guys. We have come to the end of this particular session. Thank you so much. And please don't forget to check join the community or check your email. Thank you, Michael. You can all drop off now. We are done. And again, if you have any questions, please send an email to hello@getbumper.com. And I promise that we'll respond to you. Let me just type one more time. But you can drop off. We are done. Just to catch anybody that missed anything. hello@getbumper.com. Yes. So that is if you have any questions. Please though, start telling your social media people to start buying from you and things like that, right? So thank you guys. I think I will be signing out now. Afalabi, join asked on the community. The previous one were not shared, Jennifer. Right, cool. I would chat up our what's the name, our community manager, and she'll send it to you. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Good night. All right.